Hello, everybody. I wanted to hop on here real quick and kind of give you a little bit of a preview of what Rachel's going to be teaching in a little training that she has coming up next week, depending on when you're watching this. I'll show you how to get back to the replay and all of that if you're watching this at a later time, because this is going to be relevant for a long time. So you may be watching this a long time after I make it. But I want to talk a little bit about that, and then also how this AI revolution that's going on right now, you can use it to aid what you're doing rather than use it as a way, an excuse to not do something. So a lot of people are using Chatgpt and bots and bot created content as an excuse for them to not move forward because they feel like it's going to make certain industries obsolete. And they look at that and they're like, I don't want to learn how to do that. It's like kind of complicated. And regardless of what people say, it can do a ton of stuff. It's like a very awesome tool. It's overwhelming, like the amount of stuff that it can do. It's like, what can you make it do? I'm going to show you something it can do in this video, and I'm going to show you an alternative to Chatgpt. It's not really an alternative, but just another way to get it so you can have access to it when it's at capacity. And you can always get access to it without having to worry about it being at capacity. So I wrote like this long post this morning about this, about UGC, user-generated content, and that's what I think is the industry moving forward that is kind of protected, shielded from being overtaken by AI just in general, because the whole purpose of it is that people want to get away from traditional means of like being marketed to. They want to see real people interacting with products on the internet. And like, that's just where it's moving to. That's where all signs are like, that's where all of the big platforms are going, like Amazon. I've been doing UGC for Amazon as well. A lot of people on Amazon don't consider that to be user generated content, but that's all it is. Exactly the same thing. There's just so many different ways to capitalize on it. That's just one. That's just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much stuff. I'll show you what I'm talking about. If you go to Fiverr, so this is kind of what Rachel's going to be going in more detail about, and she's the one who really showed me this opportunity here. And I've just created she helped me create my profile last week, and I'm about to launch it probably tomorrow, to where I'm guessing I'll start getting leads like right out of the gate. And so like this takes care of the traffic piece of UGC, is like you can actually go to these marketplaces. And as you can see, like I'll just continue browsing because I was just looking at UGC before to just see like what type of money is available. And you can see right here, like these people are charging, some of them like start at $35 a video, but you have to understand, like, that's like the bare minimum that will probably take them less than 5 minutes to do the entire thing. And that's kind of a way to just get people in the door until you get more reviews and stuff like that. And Rachel goes way more in detail about that stuff than I do, but I've used platforms in this way before. It's no different than really using Amazon, like as an Amazon seller, or using something like AppSumo, which is I've used to like rank courses, stuff like that. A lot of other marketplace advantages, and I love to leverage the marketplace, so that's why this jumped out to me so much. But you can see like there's a variety of different starting prices here, and it just kind of depends on like where you are. But you can see this one, she has 269 reviews, and she's starting at 125. So let's just look at what her gig is. This is like gig economy stuff. $125 for a 30-second video. Let's take a look. Yeah, and then she has like a subscription service as well. That's like a huge opportunity to get people to pay you monthly recurring. She has up to $250 and then a premium $300 for 300 seconds. She's basing hers on actual seconds, like the length of the video, or maybe it's even broken up into multiple videos as well. But you can just see, and there's like hundreds and hundreds of people on all of the platforms like selling this stuff. And that's a good sign. Doesn't mean it's saturated. It means it's in terribly high demand. You don't have to really be that experienced either. You can charge based on your experience. And that's like the beauty of it. And most of the people that are getting hired here, and when she says like among her clients, it's like these big ones here, it's probably really like she's an Amazon influencer, she's a Walmart influencer, whatever they call the Walmart people that actually promote on Walmart itself. Yeah, you can just see like what she's doing here. She's probably making like thousands and thousands of dollars a week at least. I know people that are making thousands of dollars per day. I know people that are making $1,000 per video that they make that are like 10-second long videos. I'm not there just because I don't have my profile set up yet, but I'm pretty sure like that's where I'm headed. pretty soon. And I'm just going to do like a profile for myself, a profile for my wife. That's one of like the great things about this is like most of this UGC stuff is incredibly family friendly. So that's another avenue, another reason to do it, because you can do some videos. Then if you're like just burned out, my wife can do some videos. She doesn't like to do them as much as me, but people would rather her do them than me. So that's kind of a weird double-edged sword. But yeah, so there's like all this marketplace opportunity. There's all this traffic that's already available on here. And if you just search in UGC, you can see that like there's just a crazy amount of people on here, and they're all getting sales. That's the thing. You don't look at it as a discouraging thing. You want to be in the flow here, and I guarantee you, this is like it's way more in demand than the availability is there. The supply is like way lacking compared to the demand, and so yeah, and how Chatgpt can actually help you if you come to this tool. If you go to reallycoolbots.com and then you look right here, Chatgpt is at capacity. Try this instead. You just go there. So you just go to reallycoolbots.com. You can come get this spreadsheet. It has a bunch of other tools, a bunch of other learning opportunities and stuff for entrepreneurs and just people that want to learn stuff online. But if you go there, you can check this out on a free trial. And then they have the Chatgpt in beta right now, but it works really well. I've used it before. It looks a little bit different than Chatgpt, but it actually is it's the same exact thing. Like they're just using the API from it. And it even has like a few other parameters that are a little more powerful. So I would put like, let's say somebody hires you to do a review of some dish soap. Well, what have we been hired to do? A cold brew coffee maker. So let's see. Write a 30-second positive 30-second positive review of the cold brew coffee maker called Coffee Gator. Let's see. Okay, so I recently tried out Coffee Gator's cold brew coffee maker. I have to say it's one of the best products I've ever had. It makes perfect cold brew every time, and there's no need to worry about any over extraction or anything like that. So the Coffee Gator, it's saying that because it's like really geared towards coffee snobs. I don't know anything about coffee extraction, but I've done a bunch of videos on this product. Over extraction or anything like that. The flavor profile of the brewed coffee is simply amazing. All in all, this product exceeded my expectations. I highly recommend it to anyone looking for a quality cold brew maker. You can see like how easy that is. That's the whole thing. So you can use this tool to like actually write out these reviews for you. And if it's kind of wonky, it like at least gives you like a great place to start. So you just put in a prompt like, and they're always going to be good reviews. Like if you get a product, somebody gives you a product and you want to give a bad review, just like don't do anything with that product. Send the product back and move on to one that is good, because this is like a business. You don't have to give false reviews. Just review the ones that you actually can say something good about. So write a positive review. Sorry, the microphone, the way I have it set up right now is like in front of my keyboard. And I need to put it back on the little stand instead of being so lazy. Write a positive review of the New Balance. Well, let's say like a real product that I've done that we did. What else have we done? Write a positive review of like all the stuff that like they're paying us to do right now, or like new products. So that wouldn't really work. Of the vegan, this is like weird stuff that we've done. Vegan pillowcases. Just see what that'll do. After trying the vegan pillowcases from this company, so like if you knew the company, I can't remember what the name of the company is that we've done these for. We're selling a lot of these random. I didn't even know that like bed sheets and shit like that could be vegan, but apparently like there's a huge desire for that. I don't know like how they wouldn't be vegan, but I don't know. But yeah, after trying out these vegan pillowcases from Swift, I think is the name of the company, I was truly impressed. They're soft, comfortable, breathable, perfect for a good night's sleep. In addition to the In addition, they're easy to care for and can be machine washed without any problems. Overall, pillowcases are an excellent choice if you're looking for quality vegan bedding that is both luxurious and affordable. Like, obviously, you want to take out some of this bullshit, like the luxurious and affordable. I might put like, this is something I did before. I can't remember what the exact prompt was. Write a positive 1-minute review with a short story. And you can even misspell stuff and have typos in there. After hearing about the vegan pillowcases from this company, I knew I had to try them out for myself. So I bought a set, gave them a go. Right away, I could feel the luxurious fabric against my skin, felt an instant sense of comfort when I laid down on the bed at night. Not only were these like incredibly comfortable, but the breathability managed to like actually keep me cool through the night. I normally have like an issue with like overheating, but since I've started using these, like that's just like way better. All in all, these pillowcases are an excellent choice if you're looking for quality vegan bedding. And you can't say luxurious and affordable on like Amazon, so I would cut that part out. But depending on who's hiring you to do these and where they're going, you would just say like can't recommend it more highly. You don't want to talk about the price and stuff like that, depending on what you're hired to do. But yeah, you can see how easy that is, and like it just does these formats, and you could even put in like write a positive review of the, well, hold on, let's say expand on the story above. Yeah, so as you can see, like you could just keep building this out and out and out. So like even product reviews, you can get a good idea of like what they're going to be if you're not like actually using them verbatim, which you can. A lot of these companies like on Fiverr and everything, they're providing the script, so you don't even have to do this part of it. But if you wanted to just do your own product reviews, that's still user generated content. Like if you wanted to practice, this is just a great place to start. And again, you can just go to reallycoolbots.com. If you go to reallycoolbots.com, the first link right there will take you to that tool. The second link on that page, at least as of right now, is going to be a link to the training that Rachel's doing on Wednesday, this upcoming Wednesday, depending on when you're watching this. It's the first Wednesday in February, I believe, is when this is going out for the first time. And she's going to be just teaching you everything that she's learned basically about Fiverr, where she's at on Fiverr right now. I know she's like just doing crazy numbers on there already. And yeah, I would just suggest checking that out. So reallycoolbots.com. Love you guys.